More reports in regards to Jason Momoa's time as Aquaman have surfaced, and right ahead of Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, we are finding out that DC has chosen to make Jason Momoa Lobo. They essentially realized they had to call it quits on him as Aquaman because they believe Aquaman 2 is going to be a complete disaster. Obviously, whether or not Aquaman 2 is a disaster still remains to be seen. Once the film is out and we see it for ourselves, we will know. Granted, some people will love it, some people will hate it, some people will be indifferent on it, sort of like me with the first film. But it is what it is at this point. We kind of all know the trajectory of the DC universe and what they're aiming to do. So is it at all surprising that we're getting updates to the whole Jason Momoa is going to be playing Lobo? And essentially what it breaks down to is they're looking at Aquaman as something that can be salvaged and played by somebody else given enough time and in a new universe, so they don't have to hold anything over. But they believe that Jason Momoa's performance as Aquaman and what's going to happen with Aquaman 2 is going to be just something that not a lot of people take to. And that essentially the decision was made very early on to just scrap everything Aquaman while you're only in, well, the second film, right? And the character has never really been that popular with audiences to begin with, as he's been the butt of many jokes. And essentially just make good with Jason Momoa, make him a different character, wash your hands clean of any problems and controversies you have, and just move on to tell a brand new story with Jason, aka Lobo. People will go watch him, and then let Aquaman just kind of sit and eventually bring him back. Bring Aquaman back, obviously. I would realistically say it's not that out of the realm of possibility that they knew Aquaman 2 was bad just because of all the reshoots they went through, and then James Gunn got on board and he watched all the films, and then when asked about the quality of each one, he brought up almost all of them besides ever mentioning Aquaman 2. It was weird, right? Like, he would talk about Shazam, he'd talk about Blue Beetle, he'd talk about The Flash. Aquaman never really mentioned, so maybe the decision was even made before even he got on board. They realized this is going to be another Wonder Woman according to test audiences, so let's just back away. And if that's the case, well, I mean, I don't know. I'd rather take more Aquaman with a different actor than Aquaman played by Lobo, when Lobo can just play Lobo.